The price of gas is certainly weighing on Americans. It is at yet another new record high this morning.
Potential housing recession. The National Association of Realtors reporting sales of existing homes down nearly 6% in July compared to June.
We're still, Andrew, cautious on the U.S. equity market. And if we look at what came out in the FOMC minutes, that really reinforces the view. Certainly, they are resolute on combating inflation.
Gas prices are at an all-time high, a red-raging housing market, and soaring stocks. It's beginning to feel a lot like 2008 again. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Well, a couple of years ago, we thought the stock market was firing on all cylinders. Crypto was mooning, Bitcoin was at all-time highs, and the housing market was doing great. But it was actually becoming the opposite. Well, in reality, real estate is a lagging indicator. It lags for about a year or two behind the real economy. Homeowners have a lot of tenants who are behind in their payments, and those homeowners are not making their mortgage payments. So you're seeing a lot of defaults and a lot of foreclosures in some areas. Truth is, real estate, you need to wait for the right moment to invest your money. And honestly, over time, like myself, I've always bought for the long haul. I've never sold any of my properties, pretty much. It's how I bought this car, pretty much, my Lambo. Well, not just this car, too, my other car as well, and a lot of other assets that I have. But a lot of the things, like houses, you get the point. So now, before I tell you how I survived the 2008 recession, let's make a quick recap. Inflation is the most significant difference between the pre-Great Recession era and what we are seeing in the U.S. economy today. In February, the year-over-year inflation rate in the United States reached about 7.9%, a 4-decade high. In contrast, the Great Recession is now regarded as the end of the Great Moderation, a period of low inflation and macroeconomic stability. Although the macro part became volatile after that, inflation remained extremely low, averaging only 2.85 in 07 and 3.84 in 08. Now the thing is, the Fed's recent decision to raise interest rates in order to combat inflation may cause a recession. The problem with this strategy is that it only works for so long before we hit a stumbling block. What's more concerning is that many of the same factors that contributed to 2008 financial crisis are still in play today as a result of this new Great Recession. And you all know in 08, the recession brought 8 million Americans jobless, 4 million foreclosed houses, and 2.5 million businesses closed. But the question is, how did I survive the 2008 recession? Well, how I invested my money is I pretty much did a lot of long-term buys, and most of my rentals were pretty much stable. I did not go out and start doing flips like I did. At that point, I was younger and I wasn't doing this like I was in New Jersey. But I was doing a lot of wholesaling because the risk and the barrier of entry was very low. Now the real estate that I have now, I'm taking a lot more risk right now, but as time goes on, because I've been investing in real estate for 20 years, I pretty much know the market. And because I've zoned in and zeroed in on a specific market here in New Jersey, myself, also being a realtor with my partner, we actually know exactly what houses, when we're selling, what the market's like, because real estate is very local. Like right now in Vegas, in Arizona, in Phoenix, the market right now is just cratering. There are 20,000 listings at a time for properties. A lot of hedge funds are liquidating their properties because they made a lot of losses. And you know, that West Coast type of real estate market you really cannot compare to the East Coast market. A lot of the hedge funds are not buying in New Jersey. The taxes are just ridiculously high, and that's not really their demography, what they're trying to look for. They look more around the Sun Belt and on the West Coast. So what we're doing pretty much is we're doing wholesaling, we're doing a lot of flips, and we have a lot of long-term holds. What we're trying to do is, after we sell a lot of our properties, we are looking to get into a lot of commercial properties, which right now is a very good buy. But again, you have to go with caution and go with really lead feet. I'm also planning on showing a lot of you guys the renovations that we're doing, as you saw in my last video, and also the condo that we just got for free that we just renovated, and I'll show you that in the next video. So stick around for the next video. you'll get to see the walkthrough of our condo that we actually got for free. Talk to you later.